Clio Cup. As you can see, there is a few internet issues today, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully that will... Just a quick few things. Photography for some of them, for the pictures he sent. We also have a couple... Been fantastic during this qualifying entry. As you can see, it's a lot of jostling for place to get a good qualifying lap in. We have also got a couple of faster drivers, which I was quite shocked about from the previous race. We've also got these new liveries as well, which I'll talk about now. So today we have Out the Mouse. We're going to take a look at Out the Mouse now. Is he? We've just got to find him. I do apologise. There he is, Out Mouse, with his livery of purple and pink. This guy has been very smooth. He's very quick as well. We'll hope for some good things. This is his first. We also have Croy back, which was quite lucky today because Mr. T unfortunately can't make it due to, again, would be in the real world, but today it's online issues. So today we have Croy taking the spot, being the one of the reserve drivers. So thank you, Croy, for jumping in his spot today. We will take a look at also Dark. Fantastic result for Dark. Really unlucky not to make the top 15 on the last race. However, got through on the reserve list due to another one not making it, but this time showing how fast he can be and proving it that he is one of these top 15. So fantastic to see our friend Dark Rider there. There's Croy down there. We've also got Pops today. Now Pops has been itching for this race, done fantastically well in the last race, having some absolutely cracking side-by-side action with Trap and Croy. This time round, done it all himself, got himself into some cracking times. Heard he did a 103, but everyone started laughing as soon as he said that. But again, still managing to get himself in the top 15. Fantastic result for Pops there. We're going to have a look at Trap now. We haven't heard from Trap for a couple of days now. He qualified well, haven't seen him, so you know, this is really his only time to practice that I know of. So we'll see how he gets on today. Hope for some good things from Trap in his silver and green car. There's Dark Rider. Right, now Basruko, again, another driver we've seen a lot of in this season. Really pushing himself to be a top 3 driver now. So let's see how he gets on. His rival of Mr. T, but also again Tartan is on track today, so again the first corner is going to be absolutely crucial for these guys, but more so qualifying. If they can get good timing for qualifying, we should have one heck of... Diego, another one, really fast driver. GTs seems to be his class. The Clios, again, very, very fast. Had a couple of mishaps, as I've showed you on Facebook. If you've managed to jump into the group, a little talk about the DH. Very, very fast on his day. Had a few hiccups, but he's back again, qualified in the top 15 yet again, and we will see how he gets on. Right, we now come to Dan Edge. Now Dan's been very, very frustrated the last couple of races, been again in a few awkward moments, one of them with DH, who he's sitting behind now, so hopefully they can you know, kiss and make up today, and they will be back racing and working together to make themselves known in that top 10. So good luck to Dan today. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Nico now, wherever he is. We're going to find him on track. There he is. Right, so Nico, again, another fast driver, got caught up in a hell of a mess at Donington. Done well to get back in the top 10, and he will be one to watch out for, because again, as you can see, Nico with a 1047, fantastic, absolutely fantastic job there from Nico. 104s is the time to be in if you want to be in that top 5 spot, I'm guessing, but anything can happen in this race. That's what motorsport does to you. Okay, so we're going to look at our championship leader. He's on track now, in 3rd spot in qualifying at the moment. So this guy has really been pushing. He has the 100% record, first in the first race and in the second and in the third. Now, is he going to do it in number 4? Only he will tell us. With also 3 fastest laps, he is the 100% record man at the moment, so we will keep an eye on him. With also, he's done today a 104.2, so keep an eye on Motorboy. As we know, championship leader, not the sort of person you want to mess with in the first corner. Now we come to Stoner. Now Stoner has been absolutely flying in the practices with Motorboy. Both of them teasing each other for this pole position, I think. And as we see Stoner coming into Lodge, he's been on fire. Today we saw him do the first 103.9, which is absolutely incredible. Let's just hope he can stay with the pack, because we don't want him disappearing down the road. But I think Motorboy is going to have something to say about that. As you can see, just pops in a 104.197 as he comes around Old Hall and down the avenue there into Cascades. Fantastic stuff from Stoner. So Basroko now has smashed it, and he's now got himself into 2nd position. But I want to take a look at a couple of other guys before the qualifying session, like Troncher here. Now Troncher has been really unlucky. He's a very, very, very fast driver. He just seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and hopefully today this will be a good race for him, and we're hoping again another one that should be definitely in the top 5, but anything can happen, as we've seen in the previous races. As we look at Pops and Dark Rider there. Now I want to take a look at Roadrunner with a new livery today. Very fast driver, again another very quick GT3 driver, which will be one of our championships in the coming weeks. But again, really trying in these Roadrunner in the Renault Clio, and doing a good job, I must admit. You know, he's not had the best of luck, but hopefully today the luck will change. As we look at Out the Mouse there. Right, now I'm going to take a look at Collect. Now Collect has been struggling with steering issues through the practice period. Jumped into this qualifier during the week, really worried. We took him out for a spin and said, look, change this, try this, and he's really listened, he's really zoned in on it, and he did a fantastic 105 nearly flat earlier on today. So we're hoping for good things from Collect, but as you can see, traffic there might cause a few issues. But again, one to watch out for. He's not no slouch. Again, another great GT3 driver. So we'll see how he gets on, and as you can see, they're all looking for position on track as they come down to Old Hall again. They're all racing at each other here. Dark's trying to get position, but George is having none of it. As you can see, they're all racing down to the avenue and into Cascades. We're going to have a look at, well, we're not going to look at me because I'm sitting in the pits. So we will go back to the front here. Oh, Dark Rider going off down at Foster's. Bit of a shame there, and there's Pops. We're going to take a look at Pops, and that's probably Pops' best time so far. He's done a 105.070. He must be absolutely buzzing under that helmet. Obviously, he won't be under the helmet, he'll be at home in his living room. But as you can tell, he's flashing his lights. I don't know if that was at me or that was Out the Mouse, but fantastic stuff there by Pops with 8th. And as you can see, it's very tight at the top. The top 10 in qualifying only... top 10, so fantastic job by all. We're going to take a look at Tartan here. Now Tartan has been in the 104s and been absolutely flying. Looks like he's struggling a little bit, but it might be because these rear tyres are very difficult to get hot in the first stages of these laps. They really need to be as green as you can. As you look on Project Cars, nice bright green tyres means nice bright green sticky tyres, means better traction, and you can really pull this car through. Once they're up there at optimum temperature, these cars are fantastic. They really drive well. Oh, and as you can see, Tartan's online. His internet there is glitching a bit. with Troncho all the way, following there, Tartan through Druids, down Bailey Bridge and into Lodge Corner again. So 6th position at the moment for Tartan. Let's see if he can get a better time. Basruko in front of him. We're going to take a look now with 3 minutes to go of qualifying, and he does. He manages to get into 104s, which we knew he can do. He's just under the 105 mark, but still it's a 104. That's good enough for 6th position still. Very good stuff. Croy just pulling over just to get out of the way of these guys while they're on their flyers. So we'll just take a look at the top guys at the moment, and as you can see, Stoner and Motorboy again, both of them clutching at straws. Who's going to be number one in the start of this race, with Stoner on a 104.197, Motorboy 104.278, Basruko there with a 104.434, Nico again, fantastic job by Nico with a 104.755. Dan again, another one in the 104s with an 824, and also Tartan 933. Tronch now just literally touching the cloth of the 104s with a 05034. Pops there again with a 07 on the 5s. Collect again, also 5-1, very good lap there by Collect. We'll hopefully see some more of him during the race. Roadrunner again at 105.1. These times are getting better and better as they go along now, and we just drop into the 15 spot, and also Croy's in the 105. So this could be anyone's race. It just literally is on who can keep it nice and smooth and keep these times perfect every time. As we see Stoner in a bit of traffic there. Dark on the lap as well as they come up Clay Hill. Another fantastic up and over, flat out all the way through under the bridge there. Little nudge there by Stoner saying, come on mate. and Dark is not going to give it up easily. He's going to try and keep that corner, and there goes Stoner through Druids. But a good idea for Dark to watch him on this lap and just sit behind him. He might get a bit of slipstream while he's on this qualifier, and maybe follow him on this lap with only a minute and 10 seconds. He's going to get another lap in, so we'll keep an eye on that as we see Motorboy coming round now with a 104.237. Has he done better? We'll take a look now. No, it sticks with a 104.237 now. Basruko also third there, with Tronch and Trap also look like they are still on qualifying laps. I think Basruko is going to move out the way there, which he does. Good job Basruko, and sees them past. As we take a look down the order, and we're going to have a little run on Trap now. Let's see if he can better his time. 14th position, but again it's not bad considering we know that the first corner is going to be so hard to get 3 or 4 cars round at a time, and you know anything can happen there. Accidents are very prone. Also, as you come down the avenue into Cascades, hard braking point, drop into second, possibly first. And we will see how we get on now with 5 seconds to go. As you can see, Stoner, Motorboy, Basruko, Nico are the top 4 drivers, with Dan taking the top 5. Tronch, Tartan, Pops, Collect and Roadrunner are the top 10. So as I said before guys, please remember I have to get the car into the pits. Sorry about this everyone that's watching. It's just that this is what Project Cars 1 is at the moment. Hopefully we'll be jumping to Project Cars 2 at some point. So if everyone can hold on their brake for the start again. Thank you very much guys. That is brilliant stuff. I'll just quickly zoom over to the guys at the front and get a camera view, and that looks perfect as we look at them on Deers Leap, and we say 3, 2, 1 there. But as you can see, is Motorboy going to dive down the inside? No, he's going to sit behind Stoner at the first corner. Here we go into Old Hall for the first time, and there's a bit of there's an accident at the start already, and it looks like Dan again in the wars. I don't believe it with Tronch. I can't believe it. He's going to have to pit now. That has got to be the first pit of the day as they come into the Cascades for the first time through Foster's. As you can see, they look like they're all getting round very well. Look at Nico with Motorboy sitting right behind Stoner as they're coming up the hill. Here we go, Stoner, Nico there, Pops and Trap side by side with Pops again. Those two fighting it out as we see them coming up the hill. We see Trap. Is he going to dive down the inside of Pops into Druids? We're going to see. No, he's going to hold out. He's going to hold out. He pushed wide there. Oh, and there's many glitches at the back there. So hopefully it doesn't take anybody out. We're going to take a look at the front guys. So the top four have now pulled away now. With Trap Tartan there in fifth, just trying to make his way through. But Basruko's taken a little dive down the inside. And is he going to make it? He's side by side as they come down to Old Hall for the first time. Is he going to make it? He's going to be hard on the brakes, going to drop it into third, I'm guessing, but no, he has lost the line as the sweeping line there in fourth is better, and he keeps it in second, does Motorboy. With Basruko still behind him. Now we can see Stoner pulling away here as they're battling hard in second and third with Nico, and Tartan looks like he's got the edge on Nico. Oh, is that an accident or is it a glitch? We're sorry, I do apologise for the internet here, but the guys are still pulling hard as they come up Clay Hill now, and we're looking at Tartan there in fifth as we look at Pops. Pops is now pulling away, so this is fantastic stuff for Pops. He's now got a bit of a gap as we see a fight going on here with Roadrunner and DH, and also Collect in 10th. Fantastic job by Collect there. Now we're looking at Dark Rider in 11th. Croy has jumped into 12th. Troncha out the mouse in there, and there's Dan. So I'm assuming Dan has gone into the pits. So he's now gone into the pits. We see out the mouse in 14th. We see Croy, and now we see Troncha. Now Troncha's jumped into the pits. Troncha is now in the pits. That is a good option, especially on these first few laps, as we see Dan Edge now coming down the back straight now into Lodge Corner. So we're going to jump over to the start where the front guys are. There's a lot of glitching going on. I do apologise. Internet has been a bit of a bad one for most drivers today, and as you can tell, with Mr. T not being here, obviously an issue. So there we go, Stoner flying away at the moment, already pumping in a 104, 167. And there's Motorboy second, Basruko third, with Nico fourth, and Tartan just sitting on the back of this, which is probably the best place to be. And Basruko's down the inside of Motorboy, holding on the brakes into Lodge. Has he got it? No, he hasn't. Again, fantastic way there through Motorboy. Lovely and smooth, lovely and smooth. I hear that somebody is going into the pits on this lap. And there we go, that sounds like Roadrunner. Roadrunner's in the pit, so Roadrunner's coming to the pit, and we can also see Collect coming into the pit. So there's two drivers. As you can see, the internet is absolutely having an absolute mayhem today. I do apologise. 8th now with a 106, DH with a 106, and there is Pops doing a fantastic job, and Pops is on a 104.861. What is he on today? This boy is flying, so we'll keep an eye on Pops as well, because I wasn't expecting this. I think the adrenaline's pumping. I won't put too much pressure on him, so we'll disappear from him for a second. We're going to look at Tartan now, with Tartan on a 104.927. Nico exactly the same time, with Basruko with a 104.9. Motorboy with 105.0, and Stoner is just pulling away, but there is a few battles going on, so we're going to see what happens now. So Stoner's staying out this time round, and so are the three in the pack there, with again Tartan just watching on to see what's going to happen, which is good actually. I'm probably in the best position here with Motorboy and that on the straight now down to Avenue, and I hear that Croy is now pitting, and the doorbell goes, ladies and gentlemen. The doorbell goes while commentating. Crazy stuff. And there's Croy in 11th, pulling into the pits and disappearing out of the pits with the limiter on. Waiting. Roadrunner goes past. Tronch goes past. Dan Edge goes past. And is Collector going to make that move as well? Oh, a little bit of twitching there from Croy as he comes out. So there we go. So they're on their pit. So we're going to see how Roadrunner gets on now. Roadrunner in 10th. sorry, I do apologise. Roadrunner in 11th. So we'll see where he ends up as everybody else comes into the pit soon. With Trap still taking 8th, and DH in 7th, Pops in 6th, Tartan 5th, and again, here we go, and here we go. Pops is coming in from P6 now, flies into the pit, hits the wall. That ambulance man must be worried like hell as he comes in, as he pulls into the pits now. Right, now we're going to have a look to see where the guys at the back are, which was, I'm thinking it's Roadrunner. So Roadrunner's now coming down Deer's Leap onto the straight now, and out comes Pops. Now, has he done enough to get in front of Pops? I don't think he has. He's now coming into Old Hall, and he's pulling out of Old Hall. This is going to be tight. He's got the momentum coming out of the corner, but he's now a good second up the road. Fantastic stuff. Pops in 10th, but potential 5th. We'll just have to see how it gets on. Oh, it goes a little bit wide there. He's made a mistake now. Is he going to be able to accelerate out of this grass? Bit of lawn mowing going on as he comes back onto the track with Roadrunner all over the back of him. This is getting interesting now as they come up Clay Hill. He's still managing to hold on. Roadrunner's still pushing hard. I do apologise for the glitches. As they come down here now, we can see that Roadrunner's there, and you see at the back Dan Edge is all over the back of Trunch as they come into Druids. He's really pushing hard now, is Dan Edge, and now we can hear Dark Rider going into the pits, and Dark has gone flat out into the pits. Fantastic stuff, parks up. Oh, there's not going to be a lot of left of these Renault Clios. As we see Dark Rider now in the pits, we're going to have a look where Pops is, and Pops and Roadrunner go past. So does Trunch and Dan Edge. So fantastic stuff from Trunch and Dan Edge, considering they've come out just behind these guys. And Roadrunner's all over the back of Pops. He's really pushing hard now. These two at the back just watching on as Pops comes in in 9th position. There's Out the Mouse, and there's Trap in 7th. Trap is now doing better times with a 105.7. Let's see if we can keep that constant. Diego on his own here with a 105.3. And there's a battle down with Tartan. Has Tartan done it? Tartan has done it. Tartan has got down the inside of Basruco, but Basruco's going to try it back down Deer's Leap here. Oh, and there's a contact. There's contact. He's all over the back of him. And Tartan has no choice. He's jumped into the pits now. So here's Tartan. Tartan's now coming to the pits. Now we're going to see how it goes now. So Diego stayed out. We're going to see where Trap is. Trap stayed out. There is Out the Mouse. Now where's Pops? Now Pops is coming round Lodge Corner now. Oh, the glitches are terrible today. Again, I do apologise everybody. As you can see, there is Pops. Now where's Tartan? Tartan's coming out now of Old Hall, and they're just coming to Old Hall, so he's got enough space here and a lovely gap in front of him to get some good times in. And Tartan with a 1:04.397. Incredible stuff on the pad. Fantastic stuff. So we will keep an eye on Trap as he loses it a bit there as he comes into Foster's and coming up to Knickerbrook now into Clay Hill. So we'll just keep an eye on Tartan now, and there's a battle in the background there. They're all fighting for position, and Roadrunner's got past. So we'll keep an eye on this guy. Now he's got past Pops, and then we'll see how he gets on now. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. So he comes into Druids. These guys here, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th all together. Fantastic stuff. Tartan again on his own, and this could be beneficial for Tartan. As we see Out the Mouse 7th, Trap 6th, DH has stayed out, Basruco has stayed out, Nico stayed out, again 104.3, fantastic stuff from Nico, really pushing Motorboy on a 104.4 now, starting to motor his Motorboy, and Stoner again absolutely flying with a 104.071, cracking stuff from Stoner, but again didn't get involved in that earlier incident. A better start from Motorboy would have pushed him down the inside, but he decided to sit behind and then got into a bit of trouble. So we'll keep an eye on these, but again, depending on when he pits, he could get involved in these back markers. So we will keep an eye on Stoner and Motorboy. So Motorboy's got a bit of a gap now on Nico, and Nico has a bit of a gap on Basruco. So there we go. Again, Diego on his own. So most of this action at the moment, it looks like it's coming from Roadrunner, Pops, Trunch and Dan Edge. We're going to take a look at the guys at the back with Dark Rider in 13th, Croy in 14th and Collect in 15th. So there again, they have all pitted. So we'll keep that in mind. And there's Dan Edge. Dan Edge is all over the back of Trunch. He's really desperate to get past, and the four are back again. So mistakes all round. And there's Dan really pushing. Talking to Dan before racing this week. Was really disappointed again, as I said earlier, that he was involved in incidents, but again involved in another one. It's cost him dearly. He's now behind these three. We know he's fast, as you can see, 104 there. And pops with 104.861, and now here comes Troncha down the outside. Oh, and he's been pushed off, and they've both been pushed off now. Is Dan gonna... Oh, Dan's been moved into the wall as well. He's been taken into the grass again. Oh, unbelievable stuff. He just can't get a break, this guy. Pops wide, and Tronch has now got by. So a little bit of aggression there from Tronch, and the outside, little bit of glue. They attached to each other, got stuck, and again, he's now trying to catch up with Roadrunner. So again, Roadrunner beneficial out of there. He is going to try and disappear out of the way as they come under Bailey's Bridge into Lodge Corner. So we look at DH and out the mouth. So there he goes. So we're going to check out where DH comes out. So here comes Roadrunner. Now this is interesting. Is he going to get out before Roadrunner? Don't forget, Roadrunner is at full pace here. Is he going to get in front? Yes, he has, but he has also got momentum. Here he goes as he comes into the avenue, into Cascades. He's all over the back of DH as he comes out. Hard on the brakes. This is interesting. Now we have a five-way battle, and he's done it. Roadrunner's got down the inside of him. Fantastic stuff. Now, is Tronch going to do the same? Tronch is trying down the inside. He's also got down the inside of him as they come up Clay Hill. Clay Hill they go. Side by side up Clay Hill. Is very narrow up there as they come up to Druids. Is he going to have the line? Diego is going to push as hard. He's got a good line as Diego. Hard on the brakes goes Tronch, and he's got him. But has Diego got the line coming out? No, he hasn't. So Diego has lost 2 spaces in the pit stop. Unlucky for DH, but again, we know he's a good driver. He will fight back. As we see, Dan Edge has now got past Pop. So can Dan Edge make a move on these guys? Again, all mistakes going to happen at some point. With these three here, we see Roadrunner, Tronch and DH. We're looking at the mid-pack, and really we should be having a look at the front guys. So as you can see, Tartan there in 5th, Bashruko 4th, Nico 3rd, with Motorboy in 2nd, and Stoner still away in 1st. Now, is Stoner going to come in with 9 laps remaining? I do apologise. We're going to have a look. He's got a lovely gap now. Is he going to? No, he's not. He's going to stay out again. So we're going to have a look at these other guys. So Motorboy 2nd. At the moment, it looks like Stoner's going to get fastest lap, but we know Motorboy's got some speed in him. And there's a fight for 3rd here. So here we go. Nico in 3rd with Bashruko all over the back of him, putting a lot of pressure on. Oh, that's a glitch. I do apologise for glitch. I was just about to scream out. It's another glitch, but here he goes. He's still there. As you can see, it's bumper to bumper action, Nico and Bashruko, as they come down into Cascades. Hard on the brakes into 2nd, jumping that curb there through Foster's. Fantastic stuff up to Knickerbrook. And here we go into Clay Hill, still there fighting away. He's managed to disappear now from Bashruko, hard on the brakes into Druids, both of them now. That's a different line there from Bashruko, very smooth as he comes around the corner. He's got a great exit now. He's all over the back of Nico as he comes down the straight. Nico goes defensive, Bashruko goes the same side. He's gone down to the left hand side as Bashruko. Hold on the brakes as he dive into Lodge. Now has Bashruko got the momentum coming in? He's got the inside of him. He's got the inside line. He's going to take him. Hopefully they don't take each other out and one wants to go into the pits, but he's got the inside line now. Side by side as they come into Old Hall. He takes 3rd. Fantastic stuff by Bashruko. Very patient, but another good line from Nico as he comes out. He's gone wide, has Bashruko. Down the hill they come, down the avenue. He's right behind him, bumper to bumper stuff as we go into Cascades again. Oh, a little bit over the grass, tries to straighten up the car, brakes, they're down, and there he goes. Oh, he's lost it. He's lawnmowered into Foster's there. And he's lost his chance of getting 3rd back. But as you can see, Tartan with his pit, and these again, Roadrunner and Tronch, and there's Dan Edge. Dan's going to have a bit of this in the back there with DH in this battle as well. So, oh, they've all he's done it. Dan Edge has jumped 2 spots in the inside of both of them. Absolutely fantastic. Could have been a Tronch Roadrunner sandwich, but no, Dan really put the hammer down and thought, you know what, I'm going to take a gamble. This one worked. You know, they say they come in threes, and that was his third, and he's done it. Fantastic stuff by Dan, really pushing now, and he's got Diego in front of him now. These two have had battles in the past. Let's hopefully for a good battle here with no crashes. And I can hear someone shout they're pitting, and that's Nico in fourth. Now we're going to take a good look at Tartan now. Tartan's coming into Deer Leap, just past Lodge. As he comes over the brow of the hill, Nico comes out of the pits. Now this is going to be interesting because Nico's pit is at the front. Here comes Nico, and you can see Trap in the background. He's got the momentum. He will have fourth gear as he flies round the corner, does Tartan, and there is Nico. Nico is out of the pits. He has got a bit of a gap, pretty much the same as it was before, but as you can see, Tartan has been flying around this track, and he's not that far behind, so keep. And Motorboy's still there. Has Stoner come in? No, he hasn't. He's with 6 laps remaining. He's still staying out. Motorboy also looks like he's going to stay out. He is. And now we're going to look at Basruko. Now, is Basruko coming in? No, he isn't. So there we go. So Nico has pitted. Tartan has pitted. We see DH. We see all of them now. Tartan here 5th. We see DH and Dan really pushing hard, and there is Pops at the back of him. Pops really wants to get this 6th position. Fantastic stuff by Pops. He's absolutely flying. There he goes. He's down the inside. Oh, there's a glitch there. He's down the inside of Dan. He's hard on the brakes. Let's hope for no incidents here as they come in. Dan's giving him loads of room as he comes into the corner of Old Lodge. And fantastic stuff. Dan's managed to hold it. So here we go. These guys are really pushing now. As you can see, Roadrunner in the back. Oh! And is that a crash or is it a glitch? I don't know. No, it's a glitch. Again, sorry. I do apologise. I'm trying my best to keep up with this. As you can see, Tronch now in 9th, Roadrunner 10th, Trap in 11th. So Trap, it looks like he must have had an accident there. 1055 with outer mouse, and I hear that one of the guys up front are now going to pit, and it is Motorboy. He absolutely flies into the pit. Absolutely flies. Basruko goes round again. We're going to look at Nico and Tartan. Now Tartan has really closed up on Nico, and they are nowhere near Motorboy as he pulls out, and he's in 3rd with Basruko staying out and Stoner. Oh no, Stoner has pit. So Stoner did pit. He didn't say anything. We usually hear him on radio. He didn't pit. It's a bit sneaky of him, and he's pit. So it's actually beneficial because, as you can see, Basruko taking 1st position now, and Stoner with an absolutely terrible pit stop has seized Basruko only 2 seconds behind. Well, not even 2 seconds. It looks like more of a second and a half. Fantastic pit stop by the crew there of Motorboy. So there we have it. This could be interesting. Now with Motorboy seeing Stoner in his grasp, he's hopefully going to push in some fast laps as we see Basruko. Now, is Basruko going to push? Basruko's done a 104.196. Fantastic stuff. With 4 laps remaining, is he going to stay out with nice clean air now? Yes, he is. He's gonna keep going. Good man. Here we go. So there's Stoner, there's Motorboy, there's Nico, and there's Tartan. So these guys are really pushing hard. And the battle again with DH there, Dan Edge just behind with Pops in 8th, Roadrunner 9th, and Tronch obviously losing out there somewhere. Must have been an incident with these guys. I'm sorry, I do apologise. Cameraman can't quite keep up with all this action going on at once. But as you can see, we see Pops in 8th. With Dan Edge just in front, hard on the brakes as they come into Old Lodge corner. Really good corner that is, a lovely little dip, flat out as they go up the hill again. Lovely spot to watch a race in there. As you can see, Dan Edge in 7th, still in the 104s. And again, Diego in 6th. And I hear Basruko is now going to come into the pits. So where is Stoner? Stoner comes onto the back straight as Basruko goes into Deer's Leap and into the pits. Now, is he going to be aggressive into the pits? We're going to see now. No, he's done it perfectly. He was actually one of the cleaner drivers coming into the pits. And we're going to look where Stoner is now. Stoner's on the home straight as he comes into Old Lodge now. There is Motorboy in 3rd, and Basruko's just pulling out. So we're going to look and see where Nico is. Nico is coming down Deer's Leap into Old Hall with Tartan, sorry, I do apologise, in 5th. Now Basruko's out, so Basruko is still managing to keep his 3rd position with 2 laps remaining. And there goes Nico. There goes Tartan. So it looks like at the moment, if nothing happens, it looks like this is how it's going to stay, with Diego in 6th, Dan Edge in 7th, and Pops really wanting that position back. Roadrunner 9th, and there is Tronch, and Trap has done a fantastic job to catch up with these guys. He's flying now, sees the back of Tronch now, without the mouse also following. Good driving by these guys. And there is a lovely battle going on with Dark Rider and Collect. Collect just going onto the grass there, taking a bit of a lawnmower off the grass, sticking it in the curbs there. Down to Cascades goes Dark Rider, doing a great job in 13th. Just going to miss out on the points today, I think, but he can see 10th in the front there. So anything can happen if these guys decide to battle. Croy just at the back of this group, but again, fantastic job by Croy. Came in the last minute with 1 lap to go, and it could be anyone's now. As you can see, Trap being absolutely attacked there by these guys as we can come round onto the final lap. I do apologise, I'm trying to jump to the guy up front, and there he is. There is Stoner with Motorboy in 2nd, doing a fantastic job, keeping with him. Basruko 3rd, Nico 4th, Tartan 5th. And there is Diego, and DH is all over the back of him, so DH is really trying to push for this 5th position. He's going down the inside. No, he's going down the outside. He's all over him. Down they come into Cascades for the final time. Hard on the brakes. We will take a look at this in a minute, because I've got to jump over to the leader as he comes down Old Lodge for the final time into Deer's Leap. And here comes the winner of round 4 at Alton Park. It's Mr. Stoner with a 104.071, and there is Motorboy flashing his lights as he comes in with an absolutely incredible 2nd. Fantastic stuff from Motorboy there, and with 1 light on comes Basruko in 3rd. Flashing his lights comes in Nico with Tarn in 5th with a lovely flash of the lights there, and we're going to stick with the 6th, 7th and 8th, and you can see Pops is really trying hard as he comes into Old Lodge for the final time. It looks like DH has done enough to take 6th position from Dan Edge and Pops, but it could be anything because Dan's trying again. He's going down the inside of him. He's going to go side by side as they come over the line, and he's just managed to save it. So there we go. Diego takes 7th with 6th, sorry, with Dan Edge taking 7th and Pops taking 8th, with Tronch 9th, Roadrunner 10th, Trap closing in on them with a fantastic 104.860. He'll be happy with that. And as you can see the results there, Stoner, Motorboy, Basruko, Nico, Tartan, Pops, Dan Edge, Diego, Tronch and Roadrunner taking up the top 10. I'd like to thank everybody for racing today. Fantastic job, guys. Congratulations to Stoner, and we will see you again at Road America.